All right, let's take a look at what we've got going on here for you. We're going to go with the Riverfest forecast again, starting at 11 a.m. You're looking at those low 80s, upper 80s by the 1 o'clock hour, and then we have those upper 80s continue as we go through 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock for your day under a partly cloudy sky day. There, we get into it here. Highs looking at for Thursday. Once again, 90s in the forecast. The farther south you go along I-90, you get up to the north, you're looking at those upper 80s there. We'll follow into this once more. We have a low risk for severe weather. It's going to cut in from the north and work its way southward through the region, and as we go into it, by the time we get in the midnight hour, that's when everything may start to cook up for La Crosse, getting into going into your early morning on Friday for Independence Day. Hey, we'll hold on to Thursday, looking at the 8 a.m. hour here. It's clear skies right now, and then we'll get into a little bubble kind of pop it up around 2 o'clock hour for Eau Claire, and then that'll start to maybe pop up a shower or two, and then that gets out of the way. By 8 o'clock, you can see we've got some clearing skies out there, not much happening until we get into the midnight hour. Like I told you before, you're seeing this now, a little light shower activity up to the north along I-94, but by La Crosse and Sparta and Black River Falls, maybe a storm or two will start to erupt. We'll also see that by Winona as well, carrying over to portions of let's see, we get right into Sparta, going to Vogue Field as well, down to the south by Boscobel. Prairie du Chien has that as well. Eau Claire is in that now, picking up a storm or two for the midnight hour by 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then once it really begins to ramp up, everything kind of mostly kicks out of the region to our east, but you can still see a little of that still holding on to Ladysmith and then pushing out of the region by Wausau. We'll go into it as we go right through Friday. Not much happening as far as weather's concerned. You have blue skies, or I should say blue skies during the day, with partly cloudy conditions giving way to at least limited amounts of cloud cover. We'll also find ourselves going into the morning for Saturday with showers, and then thunderstorm activity starts to roll in by the 3 o'clock hour in the afternoon. That starts to move across the river and stays with us all the way from about 4 o'clock through the midnight hour. And as that happens, you're still going to hold on to a shower or two working through Eau Claire as well. So by that time, we're going to be picking up maybe 2 to 3 inches of rainfall up to the north. As you go into it, you're going to see a limited amount of that for today. We'll go into it all the way through Friday morning. And then, of course, you'll see a lot of rainfall still kind of popping up a little bit. We'll get maybe a 3/4 of an inch, inch and a half or so to the north, not much down to the south. We'll go through Saturday, and there's that look at that rainfall. You can see 2 to 3 inches up by Ladysmith, inch and a half or so by Eau Claire, rolling into about an inch and a half for La Crosse, and then down to the south, maybe half an inch or less. Your highs for Friday, where you're going in with mostly 90s in your forecast, and of course, you're going to be seeing us get to about 93 degrees for Friday. We'll carry over to the next few days, and what I've got going on for you over the next few days, you're holding on to more of those 90s right through Friday, and then those lower 80s pop back into the picture for Saturday and Sunday, going into more 80s in the middle 80s, I should say, to finish out or the beginning of next week.